Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to Conversations with the Hermit. This reading will be for my Leos. I just want to say I am extremely grateful for those of you who have been supporting the channel and subscribing. Even if I've been a little MIA, I really am so appreciative. For those of you who are new and just, I don't know, stumbling across this video, I like to say, if you like the vibe, please do subscribe. You could also like and comment because why not? It helps the channel very much so, and it makes it a more interactive channel, which I think is a good thing. Okay, Leos, remember that this is general message reading, rather. And the energy is fluid and ever changing. And, it just may be your story. It may not. So use your discernment, okay? Leave what doesn't fit for someone who needs it. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to set this aside. I'm going to ring us in. And then we are going to do what we do. Okay. You can take a deep breath in. And exhale. Amazing. Great. I believe we are ready. All right. So let's go ahead and give these cards a little shuffle. This is my Spirit Oracle deck. If anyone is interested. Let's see what the general energy surrounding you, Leo, is. What should you be focused on? What have you been focused on? What's focused on you, right? And we can take it from there. Spirit, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All Leos welcome, though. What is the energy surrounding my Leos? What do they need to know or discuss? Wow. I said, damn, that healing really looks like it's part of this reading, and there it is. So, Leos, there's a lot of love around you, healing around you, a need for healing through an illumination of things that maybe were kind of hidden. You see like the dark spots here, things that were in the dark or in the shadow being exposed through this healing process, right? Okay, I love that. And what else? What else is going on with my Leos or surrounding my Leos right now? Someone may want to also heal something with you, Leos. So you take that as that resonates. You may be doing a lot of internal healing, or you may want to heal something with someone else. So can I get one more for Leos, if anything, in this deck? Okay. And then we have blessings. I love that. That rainbow always makes me think of the Ten of Cups, which is all about love and support with family, with friends, partnerships, things of that nature. And that's a blessing within itself, right? But also just a blessing of healing, of growth. I think it's also coming through here. It's kind of like doing one thing. Like what I'm getting is like healing one thing kind of has this rippling effect that really can transform your life. And I think that's a beautiful thing, Leo. So for those of you who are in this energy, don't stop, don't give up, continue on this healing process, whether that's with your parent, your siblings, a friend, your partner, within yourself, of course, because through healing comes blessings, okay? Alrighty. I love that. that energy seems just so calming to me, Leo. Just so calming, so soothing. I don't know, even the rippling effect here, right? It seems kind of like you out and about, kind of just thinking, processing things, you know, maybe skipping rocks and just things just resolving themselves within you, or becoming clearer, like the next steps that you need to take or the next conversations you need to tackle. It's kind of giving me that energy. So I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what's going on outside of that or alongside of that. However, all right. Oops. So for Leo, what's going on? I like to take these in reversal. Sorry, guys. All right. So for Leo, please. Let's get the most important messages that my Leos need, for those who need it, for truth, clarity, and awareness. Okay. All right, Leo. So we have occupation here. So there may be something about work. So for some of you, you may be designers. You may work with clothes. You may repair clothes. This could also be like a side hobby that you can make into something that's lucrative for you. Especially if you guys, like, you know, just build or create something here. So there's something about your occupation, okay? Whether you're doing this, you're finding this. Let's see. What else should my Leos be reflecting on? All right, so we also have community here. Okay. So we have community, a gathering, some type of celebration of some sort. I just got like some of you may be fixing clothes to go to some type of gathering or celebration. Interesting. One last one for Leo, for general energy that they need to discuss, or... And then we have toil and labor. On the 30s, very interesting. 34, 39, 38. May want to play those numbers. I don't know. Toil and labor. Very interesting, this energy here, because I mean, it may just be three energies independent, although this occupation and toil and labor, perhaps some of you do something within a community, a nonprofit, also is coming through here. Why is this necessary for you to discuss or know about? We'll find out in the tarot, Leo, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm almost completely like blindsided with this. It's like, what are we even talking about here? Occupation, community, toil, and labor. Yeah, it's like some of you may work to help your community. I know the holidays are coming in, and what I'm like, it's giving me like charitable kind of like volunteering for something that may seem like toil and labor to others, but it's something that you want to do for your community, so you don't mind. Just for Leo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups here. So this is about union, friendship. It could be making connections within your community here, sharing ideas about improving something, healing something. I have no idea what this is about. Let's see. Why does Leo need to know this? Let's clarify occupation and what's going on with Leo and their occupation, or why is this coming up? Oh, wow. Okay, Leos. So we have the Hanged Man, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So something here about feeling a little bit stagnant and trapped within perhaps your circumstance here, and wanting to free yourself and build like this empire where you kind of, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles always give me like entrepreneurship. Perhaps that's something that you're looking into, but you feel kind of like stuck. You're not sure what you're doing, where you're headed. What's the plan here, which is kind of pushing you to look at things from a different perspective, but there's also a sense of stagnation or feeling like nothing's really moving forward. This is also perhaps a call for you to explore different options as to what you can do to create this financial independence and stability here. Outside of what you've been doing, because obviously that's keeping you limited. Very interesting. The Magician reversed. Let's see. Clarify the Hanged Man and occupation for my Leos. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is all about learning the truth about something. But this can also be someone like spying on you online, or, you know, maybe gossiping about what you do. I would say maybe there's a possibility of that. People not necessarily understanding you and your truth very clearly. So this can be like people kind of judging you and trying to understand what you're doing, or just maybe looking at you and feeling like you've been stagnant in your space for some time, or in your occupation for some time. Okay, to clarify the Page of Swords for Leo, what is this about? Page of Swords, the Hanged Man. Thank you. Oops, my phone is dying. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So I just, there's a sense of I don't know, man. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this Queen of Swords is all about communication and truth. This is coming through in two ways. So you may just be trying to find your truth, understand your truth within what it is that you may want to do, what it is that really matters to you, but that also can afford you the lifestyle that you want. But you're not 100% maybe comfortable or clear on how to go after it. But there's also an energy here where you may not wanting to 100% mature that way of... See, because the Hangman is about looking at things from a different perspective. Now, if you've been looking at it from a Page's perspective of, you know, starting out new, that's fine. But at some point, that idea, that thought needs to mature into something that you can master again and progress, which is also coming through as perhaps you feel stagnant in your occupation because it's something that you're just starting and you're not feeling like you've been able to master it. The High Priestess. I think there's something here with your intuition. Like, I think that you're fine, like, following what your intuition is telling you to do. Even if your logic kind of falls behind in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles coming out. It's kind of like you've planted the seed and you want to be patient and you want to reap what you sow and you want to continue to stick by it. You want to be able to reach that mastery stage here. Because it wasn't easy, you know, for you to take a leap of faith, for you to, I don't know, do something new here. I don't know what this is about, Leo, but yeah, it wasn't easy. 10 of Wands, this shit was hard as hell, and I think it's weighing a lot on you. And if people are gossiping about the fact that you're stagnant here, I don't think that they necessarily see the full extent of your efforts and of what you're doing and of how difficult it may be as well. And how much, you know, risk and responsibility you've carried on yourself to try to do something other is what I'm getting. But let's see. Clarify the Page of Swords with the Queen of Swords reversed, please, for Leos. Tell me more about this energy for Leos, please. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's hard. It's been hard. Temperance reverse. You may be losing your patience here. You may be losing your patience is what I'm getting is with the moon here. It's kind of like deep down inside, you are kind of contemplating maybe letting go of what you've been growing and just take a risk and a leap of faith, but you're going towards something that doesn't really fulfill you. But perhaps financially it's something that's calling out to you, right? All right, clarify this 9 of Pentacles with occupation for Leo. Yeah, this is about returning to something that you don't love. Perhaps you're realizing that there was stagnation here because you were looking and trying to find your truth. And you haven't been able to 100% master that. And perhaps there's a feeling that's coming. And I'm not saying that you are stagnant at all. I feel like this is something that you're feeling, Leo. And I think it's because you maybe don't have as much as you once had when you were doing something that really didn't pull at your heartstrings. You know what I mean? And there is a feeling here where you want to kind of let go of childhood dreams, or you want to separate from that, you know, possibility, and you want to return to something that could bring you and afford you again this life and make you feel financially independent here, despite it not really fulfilling you with this King of Cups reverse, despite you having to maybe sit in this energy of doing something that you dislike, that you do not love, right? Okay, tell me about this 8 of Swords and occupation for Leo. The 2 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this is you juggling. Perhaps you're trapped in your mind trying to figure out which option is best for you. Keep doing what I love and go through this fucking difficult part and situation in my life and carry all these wands and keep pushing forward. Or do I just return to something that I know that I don't like, but that could help me feel financially stable again? I think that you're weighing your options. I think this energy is also about maybe feeling trapped of how can you do both at the same time, or not necessarily feeling like you can. Give me more about the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles with occupation for Leo, please. We have the 3 of Pentacles. You see, I feel like this is like juggling. How, like, it also can be like stay trapped or It's coming through two ways. I feel like going back to something that you don't love will make you feel trapped again. And doing something that you love, that you can build from scratch, will make you feel seen and appreciated for what it is that you have to build. But you see how this is kind of like falling like this? I think that this is winning the fight because, again, I think this is a financial thing here. Interesting. Very interesting, Leo, because I that can be very difficult. And I think it's important to be safe, but also to stand in your power and know that God will help you align things in your life if you show that you're willing to push forward with them. But let's see. I kind of want to do a little thing where it's like, okay, for this occupation then, Spirit, with what Leo is going through right now, right? What is the advice? Commit to finding their truth, building something from scratch, something that they'll love, or going back to something that affords them the lifestyle they want, but they won't be happy in it. What is the advice here for Leo in regards to this occupation dilemma that they're going through? It's surrender. And at the bottom of the deck, we have faith. Just surrender to the process and have faith. Leo, I think that whatever you're feeling, like whatever you feel you need to do the most right now is probably what you're being asked to do. So if that's surrender to the process of having to invest some time in getting your finances right and then jumping back into, or, trying to find a way to multitask or to juggle or to maybe put it on hold and give yourself like a specific amount of time where you can, regroup and then get back to it, then that is it. But if you're being asked to just stay focused and committed and you feel like things will be provided for you through that difficult process, then have faith in that and have faith in the messages that you're receiving. Can you give me one more to Divine Love? I love that. Give me one more to really hone this in. Inner power was about to come out for Leo. What is the advice for Leo in regards to their occupation? Energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Well, there you go, Leo. You take that as it resonates, okay? Especially for those of you who are going through this situation. Okay. This could also then be lean on your community, on those who you love throughout this process. But again, if people are judging you and not seeing, that may be coming from, those who you love or your community, there may be a bit of a disconnect of understanding there as to why you're doing what you're doing. Again, some of you may be trying to build a nonprofit or do something, I don't know. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. The Nine of Wands. For community, for Leo, please. Clarify community for Leo. Wow, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands. That's a lot of fire energy, Leo. And then the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that's wild. Okay. There is news that you want to bring to your community, I think, and maybe in relations to this occupation, maybe to this new dream. Perhaps that's not something that you shared with many people, or this new endeavor or this new thing that you're trying to build or do, or, working with an organization that, I don't know, it's not what you normally would do, or making your hobby into your job and your community, family, however you want to see it, maybe not really connecting or aligning or understanding that type of occupation. And you take that as it resonates. But there's a message here of wanting to go after your passions, right? And not knowing if you can push past all of the difficulties that your family and friends and loved ones, all of the strain that they can put on you based on what it is that you're doing, right? And I think you want to hold your ground here, Seven of Wands, right? And you want to kind of decide to fight and to go, I think, to address this conflict in a way whereas I am going to stand my ground. I don't care how many different opinions or how many other options or what you're throwing at me. I'm holding my ground here. I'm holding my ground until I can't anymore is what I'm getting. Why? Because there's a need where you want to go after, right? See, it's going after this occupation, after this situation here. This is all about choice. Making a choice, but being unable to be clear on that choice is what I'm getting based on the surroundings or the energies around you. Clarify the Lovers reversed and community, please, for Leo. The Lovers reversed and community. This is about 8 of Pentacles working. And we have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. This is about healing. Healing your family dynamic, working on healing your family dynamic and the relationship here, breaking kind of karmic cycles that may have been repetitive within your family here, and making a decision to truly follow your heart and follow your happiness and follow your bliss here. I'm feeling like perhaps that conversation with someone, perhaps parents or some, people that you just look up to within your family dynamic or community, won't understand that. Let me see. Tell me about the Lovers reverse and the 8 of Pentacles for Leo. Tell me more about this. Okay. This is about planning. Planning, but not knowing if you're, I don't know, if you'll be strong enough to accomplish those plans. Perhaps this is like your community maybe looking at you, work on something here. And not really feeling like the plan that you're making is very strong, is very much something that can bring you to success. They don't feel confident in the success that you could attain with the work that you've decided to do here. But you don't want to miss an opportunity by not accepting this, I guess, whatever, this intuitive hit or this truth that you're kind of stumbling upon, this love that you have for what it is that you're choosing to do. Tell me about the 5 of Wands and community. What's the conflict? What's the true conflict here between Leo and the community? Their family. Okay, the World. Maybe you suffer in the past with completing things, Leo. Finishing things up, or the community kind of conflicted within themselves about maybe you being able again to achieve this, to accomplish it, to really see this thing through. Perhaps in the past they've waited for things to grow for you, but you've kind of like let them go and tried again, and it's maybe there's a repeated cycle that you have experienced in the past, and perhaps they're fearful that this is the same thing that's going to happen this time around. Okay, tell me about this Knight of Wands and community. Yeah, it's like you want to follow your passions, but the Chariot sideways is giving me like, you're not sure if you should. Again, like faith sometimes is blind and faith is silent. It's just sometimes a feeling, and you allow that feeling to guide you, and that's surrendering to what you feel you're being pulled towards, right? And if you see here, well, typically the two images here in the front have like their eyes covered and like their mouth covered here. Actually, this one's interesting because this one doesn't. So perhaps you see exactly where you're headed, and the confusion comes from the lack of support. Maybe that's why healing and blessings is here. Yeah, well, then we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out here. So this is about really staying committed, staying practical, and understanding that things need patience and then they move slowly, okay? Anything else for community before we move on? For Leo, please. I immediately got like you can't cross the finish line without making a move or moving forward here. So things do have to change, and cycles need to be closed out, and things need to be transformed within you and the way that you understand yourself in relation to your community, and understanding that their opinion and their support should be important, are important, and family is everything, and friends is everything, and just that support system is everything. But sometimes you're going on faith, and faith in God is above any opinion that anyone else may have, especially when it's something that you feel like you're being called to do. So I think this is about, also I just got, thank you, like not changing your mindset in what it is that you're doing right now, because that is where you need to, like that is the goal. And so if you change your mindset, you can't cross the finish line, right? Because you won't continue to take action towards what it is that you're doing. So that is for someone there. Let me see if I can get a word here that brings this all together. So Spirit, if we can do that for Leos, please, in regards to the energy attached to community here. In regards to the energy attached to, okay. So we have detachment and then right action. Okay, so there is a need to perhaps detach from expecting others to always have your back. Detach from feeling like the validation of the people around you is the only thing that can carry you through. Faith and surrender to God, to, Spirit, however that you see fair, whatever you kind of connect with the most. Sometimes is the only thing that you need when it comes to following your dreams or doing something that may be out of the norm for people, okay? It can be very healing for you to change that reality that you needed everyone to be in agreement with you before you allowed yourself to take risks. And then being able to detach from that and take that risk can really result in a lot of blessings, okay? Despite the difficulty that comes through that with that journey. All right, let's talk about toil and labor. For Leos, toil and labor, right? So there's a lot of work, hard work here. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Immediately I'm getting perhaps you are hiding the difficulties and the hardships of what this occupation, of what this new start, of what building something from scratch or getting, building either building a business or building a new skill or whatever. Like maybe you're not really even speaking or discussing it with others, like how hard that is. Because we have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is like 2 people coming and trading their emotions and and speaking and building and strengthening their bond, right? But I don't think that you're doing that here. Clarify toil and labor and the Seven of Swords for Leo, please. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords reversed. You see, it's kind of like, I think you're not talking about it because I think you want to wait. Again, like with this, maybe people saw you do something and didn't, perhaps you, at some point in your life, trying to figure out, you know, what really, or how can I say this? It's like you're working towards something and it seems like a dead-end job because it's not something that you love. And so, you know, at some point you're going to get over it and you're going to leave it, right? And perhaps in doing so, you always kind of looked for something else to learn or to compensate for not being able to stay in a job long term. Not because you couldn't hold on to it, Leo, but because you didn't want to, right? Because you were not connected on a emotional, spiritual, right, level. And perhaps the people around you saw this in you and felt like, you know, just not supporting the way that you were kind of making decisions and stuff, right? I think because of that, you're choosing to keep everything silent, quiet, and just kind of show only the little bits and pieces that you want them to see, up until things actually do change for you. Up until you can see that the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor and that you can actually show them how beautiful and how graceful, you know, your team, your spirit team, God can be. When you take risks, especially if the risks are something that you're being called to take, right? Despite somebody not seeing it, sometimes going with the flow and going with your feelings and going with being obedient to the steps that God is telling you to take does work, right? Like it does work. And I think you're waiting for that to work, to be kind of like that testimony and to be able to then speak on it. Because like literally, I feel like we have the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, and then the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're like silently rushing towards reaching this success, right? Silently doing it until you can reach a success, and then you're ready to speak on it is kind of how that's coming through. But let's see, clarify the seven. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here with the King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries, and the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So you may have this in your chart here. I don't know, it's kind of giving like as you're chasing passion and things that, and something that you love that really, I don't know, connects with you on a deeper level. Others are looking for just financial stability and security. And I think there may be a little bit of a disconnect there. And I think you're looking for financial stability and security too, but you're doing it in a way that you can get it through doing something that you truly love and not necessarily just doing anything for the sake of being stable. Let me see. Tell me about the Seven of Swords with toil and labor. Clarify this further for Leo, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here with toil and labor? The Four of Swords. And that felt community in the community here. And it kind of a little bit felt reversed. I feel like, again, you're healing. You're healing. You're hiding the fact that you've been healing. The fact that you've been wanting to grow something and mature something here. And then you're staying committed to it, right? Talk about the Wheel of Fortune with toil and labor here for Leo. The Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands. I think that this could be you, Leo, just waiting for things to work in your favor. Justice reversed at the bottom of the deck, saying, I'm not sure if you feel like things are working in your favor. And I feel like you think things are really difficult here. But I feel like you're also just focused, laser focused on the fact that you've been disappointed and let down so much by yourself, by the people who you love, by jobs, by just the cycle of life that you were following, that you just want to be focused on that healing process and where that healing process can take you. Clarify the toil and labor with the Two of Swords reverse. This is about no longer feeling like you're at a stalemate and making a decision here. Yeah, and the decision is Empress here. To birth something new, to stand in your power here, and to stay committed and loyal to that. Clarify the Empress. There's no confusion here. There's no confusion that the decision that you've made is fucking heavy. Is difficult. It comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of commitment, a lot of work here. But you're rushing into it. And you're keeping yourself on it. And maybe others around you feel like this is rash. But this is true to you. This seems true and clear. And even if others don't see it, there's a sense of strategy that is along with this here, which made you feel like you can take the leap to begin with. So, okay. All right, Leos. Well, listen, if this is your story and you're resonating with this, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for your success. I'm rooting for you to, break free of repetitive cycles within your life, within your family lineage, within what people expect of you, so that you can do what it is that you love, and so that you can be fulfilled truly in the ways that you feel you need to be fulfilled. Because that's a beautiful thing. And oftentimes, the road less traveled is the most rewarding, and the most that causes change and the most worth it, So, right? So healing and blessings, I think that's your energy, Leo. That's all that you're embodying. You're healing yourself and you're creating and wanting to attract blessings for yourself, for your family, for life, and from life. And I think that you're focused on that. And so if you've been finding difficulty with the people around you seeing your hard work and not really understanding why you would choose that, know that the journey is yours, Okay, well, Limitless wanted to come out here. I love it. Okay, so it says, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous way. The divine can use anything and anyone. Okay, so I love that. Any other advice here for Leo in regards to toil and labor and just choosing the harder road to succeed and do what it is that they love? Inner power. Okay, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. And look how this line is staring into this limitless, right? You have the inner power. You feel limitless. That comes with the aspect of leaning into your faith and surrendering to it, Can we get one more or? Okay, not one more. Let's go ahead and pull one of these. Oops. Okay. Let's get one final message here, Spirit, for Leo in regards to the energy on the table, please. One closing out message in regards to the energy on the table, please. Okay. Well, we got 2. 37 and 21. So that's 10 and 3, which is 13, or 3 and 1, or 4. Take it as it resonates. Let's see. So let's start with, okay, so 37 is grow and learn. This is an air energy here, which is all about external events. A new purpose will enrich your inner potential and help your transformation. The quote here is, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. That's by Albert Einstein. So I think that ties the reading in 100%. So again, a new purpose will enrich your inner potential and help your transformation. So stay hopeful, Leos. I really am rooting for you guys. And 21 here is conceive, create, and implement. Also an air energy, which is all about external events. New creative opportunities come up. You will meet like-minded people. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Chris Grosser. I mean, come on, Spirit, come through. Are you kidding me? What is this telling you? Like, stay committed, y'all. Stay committed. For those of you who truly needed this message and who were wavering and who were confused and who are going through difficulty, of course, I don't know your situation and you have to use your discernment and make the decisions that are best for you. I always say that, right? Like, just listening to this and doing exactly what this says to a T, not everything may be for you specifically. But for those of you who have been wavering, do what must be done, yes, to keep yourself afloat, because you have to be also strategic, right? And I feel like you are with this King of Swords coming out for you. But this is about not giving up on your dreams, on your goals, on your creative endeavors, and understanding that through this journey, you will meet like-minded people and they will bring you that support that perhaps your family, your friends, and those who know you as who you were and those patterns that you repeated, they're going to know you as someone different from that person, and they're going to be able to support you in your new form, if you will. So, stay committed, because you create your opportunities. And, even if creating those opportunities come with difficulties, that also opens up new opportunities. So anyways, that's what I have for you. 4636. So that may be resonating, or it may be relevant, is what I meant. For some of you Leos out there, thank you for tuning in. Until next time. All right, guys. Mwah. Bye.